a John Deere dealership down here in Buchanan, Virginia, and it's a muddy mess down here too. We've just had so much rain, freezing and thawing, that mud is everywhere. But I thought I'd walk around a little bit and kind of take you along. This is a John Deere 6200 open station. It's not a bad looking tractor. Certainly this is going to be pre-emissions. Drawbar's got a little bit of an oval to it there. It's got two remotes, and that'd be a decent haying tractor. Right over here, right next to it, is a John Deere 7400 with a cab. Looks like it needs some tires. You know, one thing I consider when I buy a tractor, I got burned on this once before with my farmall. You know, I got a good deal on that 756 gasser I had because it was a gasser and a narrow front. But the savings, I wound up selling that tractor, but the savings could have been wiped out just buying tires. You know, these things are not cheap. So that's one thing I keenly look at now. But this one's got a cab, and I don't know what the history on any of this is. It's got some decent front tires, but they probably, you know, I'm sure they've without a doubt been replaced as compared to the tires on the back. John Deere mower conditioners. I came real close to buying a 625 when I bought my Krone. In fact, I was going to buy a 625 and they couldn't find one. What it was year end, and the dealers wanted a lot of money to transfer one from one dealer to the other, and they made me a smoking deal on the Krone. Now this John Deere right here has got rubber rolls, and that's kind of unusual for John Deere's around here. Most of them I see have impellers. Both of these have rubber rolls on them. 630. I've got a Krone, but I think these John Deere mower conditioners are an excellent machine. I would not hesitate to recommend or buy one. Buster drill. I don't know anything about drills. We broadcast our seed. John Deere 535 round baler. I think they're pretty good. I think they were pretty good machines. New Holland roller belt 450. I know nothing about them, or the 450 M John Deere round balers. I've read that the John Deere round balers do an excellent job. Super tight bale. So now right here is an interesting hay rake, and this is a H&S high capacity rake. And what's different on these rakes is the wheels, the spindles, the structure coming to the wheels is on the back side. So all the hay mats up against the front side of the wheel, and they're very difficult to plug to understand. Whereas some of these other wheel rakes, like that one over there, as the hay comes up, it gets into this stuff and they'll kind of plug. But this is a 12 wheel rake. It's a big rake. Not sure why somebody got rid of it. They're excellent rakes. And then this one's got the kicker wheel, and again, I think the kicker wheel's better in the front, because sometimes when you put it at the back, hay will jam up in them. But I wouldn't mind having a wheel rake like this one of these days. I'd prefer an 8-wheel rake. And then while I'm here, I'm looking and stepping in the mud, but I'm looking, and here's the Frontier WR 12C, and it looks identical to this H&S over here. and it's got tandem wheels on the back, and I don't know, maybe somebody traded both of these on something else. But again, high capacity rake. It's got the kicker on the front, and excellent rakes in my opinion. Right here's a hay tedder, a 4-basket tedder, and this is a Kuhn 5001 THA. I think the latest offering is a 5002 of this style, and this would be very close to the New Holland 163 that's either earlier in this video or in a separate video. So another really good tedder. I'm not sure why they went from a 5001 to a 5002 or what changed, but Kuhn makes really good equipment, as does Krone. Right here's a Kubota, and it's got the tine impellers. They actually look a little bit like what's on my Krone, and some people get along pretty good with these impeller mower conditioners. I know we do, but some people don't like them, particularly for legumes. This is a model DMC 853-6T. Right here's the tried and true. This is a model 56 rake. This is what we got, and similar to a 256. I think the rail, I think this is an actual piece of angle that's bent, and on a 256 it's a formed angle that's rolled. But again, you know, one thing about these old New Hollands is they lasted 30 or 40 years. I'm not so sure about some of the new stuff, but if you buy a roller bar rake, plan on living 30 or 40 years, because I feel you can take that to the bank as far as longevity. A lot of this Frontier, these little landscape rakes and box blades and things like this, small bush hogs, post hole diggers. You know, a lot of these folks that just have these little, you know, 5-acre places with a house, and you know, they're not doing anything as far as livestock, or maybe they got some goats, things like that. My opinion or impression is that a lot of people that shop at Tractor Supply pick up you know, implements like this for their smaller tractors. There's a Kuhn Speed Rake 108 G2. It's an excellent rake. It's the wheels aren't turned like the high capacity rakes that we looked at earlier, but nonetheless, this would be a nice rake for our farm. And here's the GF 5202. The used rake, the used tedder we looked at, was a GF 5201. So the New Holland 163, I think, is similar to this. It might be, I think Kuhn still makes like a 520, but and that might be that version, but my opinion is these are very good tedders. And of course, then you get into the Krone down here. This is probably one of the most popular tedders I see, the 5.52 4x7T, which means it's got 7 tines per rotor, four rotors. Just a really good tedder. Rotary rake. We need one of these. When we grow a little more, we'll probably buy one. Here's a 15-foot batwing John Deere mower. This is the E. That now they have E, M, and R series, I think. And right there is a massive casting, and this is the low-end unit. But again, I wouldn't mind having one of those to keep our fields clipped on the farm. So we're back up here to the tractors, and this is a 5055E two-wheel drive. This would be very similar to the tractor I've got, but this one would have emissions, exhaust gas recirculation, and it's probably a 9-speed where mine's an 8. Certainly mine is a simpler tractor, I think, but ours has been a great haying tractor. So that's kind of the visit at the John Deere dealer. Hope you've enjoyed it. My battery's about to run out, so I'm just going to kind of call it a video here on this 5055E, and appreciate you coming along for the ride, and hope you enjoyed the dealer visit, and we'll talk to you later.